So I was just sitting here drinking my Dunkin' Latte, and I was having what alcoholics refer to as a moment of clarity. What Hulk Hogan said was absolutely racist. Um, in a I guess you could say a politically correct way, it's racist. I don't think words are racist. I think actions are. I think movements are. I think when things move and you shift, you know, boundaries and you know, and make things happen. Oh, those are racial things. I don't think a person can use words and be called racist. You could be a bigot, but that's just my personal opinion. Um, Hulk Hogan is a staple of wrestling as a whole. There is no professional wrestling without people like Ric Flair or Hulk Hogan. But what about Dusty Rhodes and what about Ric Flair? So are you gonna crucify Ric Flair when he dies? Because let's just keep it real. He on his way out of here. Uh, you know, God forbid. Um, I would like to pose a question. Eminem, by many hip hop fans, non hip hop fans, label him one of the most greatest MCs of all time. One of the biggest selling artists in music history, not just rap, but music history. Do we call him a racist when he dies? Can we forget about foolish pride? I mean, do we pick and choose who we call racist? Do we pick and choose celebrating a death? I mean, there are people who still support R. Kelly, although he's been in trouble multiple times. They don't care. You have Boosie, who willingly goes on Vlad TV and labels R. Kelly the greatest R&B artist, and nobody could beat him in the verses, and everybody's okay with that. So when R. Kelly dies, do we celebrate his death? I'm trying to figure out how this works. Now, here's my personal opinion. You ready for it? My personal opinion is that a lot of people are celebrating the death of Hulk Hogan because he was a Trump supporter. That's the only reason you support his death. He was a Trump supporter, and that's the attachment you don't like. I'm not into politics like this, so I don't get into these type of things. But I do know, if he was not a Trump supporter and he supported Kamala, you wouldn't be celebrating his death. You celebrated his death because he's a Trump supporter, not because of what he said years ago. Because I'll be for real, I've been watching all these years because I'm a Hogan fan, I'm a Rock fan, Stone Cold fan, Ric Flair, Bill Dundee, Jerry Lawler. I could go way back to Moondogs and whatever. Handsome Jimmy Ballard. Like I used to use his nickname, like Handsome Huggie Ballard. But that's another story. Nobody brought up that call until he died, and no one celebrated his death until he became a Trump supporter, because you wasn't really mad at him like that until he became a Trump supporter. And that kind of solidified your means for calling him a racist. I don't have no dog in the fight, but I do pose a question. Do we pick and choose who says the N-word? Is it okay for Cardi B to do it? Is it okay for Fat Joe to do it? Is it okay if Lil White could say real ass nigga in a song called Bay Area? You know, because DJ Paul and Juicy J signed that guy. He's a white artist from Memphis, Tennessee named Lil White. I'm trying to figure out Memphis, but I'm going to hold y'all accountable too. Do we pick and choose who says the N-word? I will sit here, I won't say no names. I will sit here and watch people talk about Hulk Hogan on YouTube and how racist he was and how they were glad he dead. Meanwhile, in your circle, there are people who use the N-word who aren't black, who you forgave, and it's okay to be friends with them. I don't know, man. Like y'all gotta stand on business. That's all I'm saying. I don't got no dog in the fight. But y'all gotta stand on business when you try to use these labels. Stand on business. That's all I'm saying.